The next version of your life is just 21 days away. Your habits control your results. Change your habits, and you change your life. But here's the truth. Most people try to change everything at once, and they fail. They don't understand the process. Transformation doesn't happen in one big leap. It happens through small, consistent steps. But what if I told you there's a scientifically proven method to build new habits and transform any area of your life in just 21 days? This isn't just motivation. This is neuroscience. Your brain can be rewired, and if you follow this method, your life will never be the same. So, the question is, are you ready for this change? You are not a victim of your habits. Your brain can be rewired. The concept of 21 days comes from the studies of Dr. Maxwell Maltz, a plastic surgeon who noticed something fascinating. His patients took about 21 days to adjust to their new appearance after surgery. This observation caught the attention of scientists, leading to research on neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to create new patterns and connections. When you repeat a habit for 21 days, something powerful happens. Your brain starts forming new neural pathways, making that action feel more natural. The internal resistance that once made you procrastinate fades, and what once felt difficult becomes part of your identity. Small daily changes add up, creating a domino effect that can transform any area of your life. Your brain functions like a muscle. With each repetition, it grows stronger. But if you don't train it, it weakens, falling back into old patterns. So now the question is simple. Will you shape your mind for growth, or will you keep repeating the same cycles? Most people fail at change because they believe they need to transform everything at once. They overwhelm themselves, take on intense new habits, and when they fail, they give up. But the secret to change isn't intensity, it's consistency. If you want to transform your life, start small. Choose one habit and commit to repeating it every day. It doesn't matter if you begin with 5 minutes of exercise, 1 page of reading, or a conscious decision to wake up earlier. What truly matters is repetition. Every small step strengthens your identity. When you keep a promise to yourself, your mind starts believing you're capable of more. Discipline grows with each repetition, and these small victories create the momentum for bigger changes. Now, it's time to decide. What will be the first habit you build over the next 21 days? Your environment shapes your habits more than your willpower. If you have to fight distractions every day, your mind will wear out before you even build a new pattern. But if you design your environment to make change easier, transformation becomes inevitable. The secret to building a new habit is to reduce resistance as much as possible. If you want to read more, leave a book in plain sight, ready to be opened. If you want to wake up early, set out your workout clothes the night before. When your mind sees a visual trigger, the action becomes natural. Daily repetition reinforces new behavior, but having a fixed time for it accelerates the process. When something becomes part of your routine, you no longer have to decide. You just do it. The less mental effort required, the greater the chance of success. Now, look around. Is your environment helping or sabotaging your transformation? Change requires more than just intention. It demands a protected environment, one free from distractions and influences that pull you backward. If you want to transform your life in the next 21 days, you need to shield your mind. Reduce the noise. Cut out habits that derail you. You can't build a new habit while still feeding old patterns. The biggest transformations happen in silence. Disable notifications. Limit social media. Avoid environments that reinforce your past behaviors. If you want to develop focus, eliminate everything that competes with it. If you want growth, replace shallow consumption with deep learning. Real change requires a period of isolation, where your only priority is building the new version of yourself. It won't last forever, but it's necessary for transformation to take root. So, the question is, what can you remove from your life today to make space for your evolution? Your brain is wired to see problems before it sees solutions. But there's a shortcut to reversing this pattern and changing the way you see life. Gratitude. Gratitude isn't just an abstract idea. It reprograms your brain. When you practice gratitude daily, your mind learns to focus on progress instead of lack. You reduce anxiety, build resilience, and strengthen your ability to keep going, even in the face of challenges. Start each day by acknowledging 3 things you're grateful for. They can be big or small. It doesn't matter. What matters is training your brain to look for what's working. Over time, this becomes automatic. You start to see opportunities where you once saw obstacles. What you feed grows. If you focus on scarcity, you'll see limitations. If you cultivate gratitude, you'll see possibilities. So now, ask yourself, what can you be grateful for today? Real change doesn't just happen in your mind, it needs to be externalized. When you make a public commitment, something powerful happens. Your chances of giving up drop dramatically. If you want to ensure that your transformation lasts, write down your goal and read it every day. Record videos, track your progress, Share your journey with someone who can hold you accountable. This isn't just motivation, it's psychology. Your brain hates inconsistency. When you commit publicly, your own instincts push you to follow through. The more you document your progress, the easier it becomes to see how far you've come. What once seemed impossible starts becoming part of who you are. Now, choose a method. How will you record your journey? How will you make sure your transformation continues? Transformation doesn't end on day 21. It only begins. Your brain has built the initial connections, but for this new habit to become permanent, you must keep going. Repetition is what solidifies your identity. Every time you reinforce a habit, it becomes more natural. The next step is to expand your evolution. If you've mastered one behavior, increase the intensity. If you've developed discipline in one area, apply that standard to others. Progress should never stop. Now that you've seen what's possible in 21 days, the final question is, will you keep growing, or will you slip back into old patterns? Time will pass either way. The difference is whether you'll use these days to build the life you want or waste them repeating the same patterns. Choose a habit now. Commit to it for the next 21 days. Don't wait to feel motivated, just start. Now answer this. What change will you begin today?